Hey gamers, the Red Dragon here from BattleStrats.com, and we are taking a look at all the loadouts in Homefront. Now, there's a lot of different things you can do, a lot of different ways you can play. I'm going to go through each one of my loadouts and explain to you why I've got it set up the way I do. I've got it set up for different situations for each loadout. So if I do this, I'm hoping it gives you an idea as my train of thought about setting it up, and then that way you can take your own style of playing and work it in and customize your loadouts the way that you play best. So the first loadout I've got set up mainly for my Parrot Drone. As far as the abilities go, you'll see I've got the Drone Begun, which is going to make my Parrot faster. A faster drone is harder to hit, especially when you're flying up at a decent altitude. It's going to be harder for people to shoot it on the ground. I've also got my Buddy on, which is going to give me longer battery life, which allows me to stay up in the air longer. A lot of times my Parrot does not get shot down, depending on the room. You know, some people play really smart, they shoot them down really quickly, and some teams just don't care about it. So a lot of times I need that extra battery life. And then I'm using Thick Skin, which is going to let me take more damage. I'm using the M4, which I really like this gun, and this is a gun that you get as soon as you start out the game, and it's a decent gun. And I also like using the red dot with it. This next loadout I have mainly set up for smaller skirmish matches or team deathmatch. The maps are usually a lot tighter, a lot less open areas, so I like to use the Wolverine on this loadout. Again, I've got the same abilities as what helps me out with my Parrot. So again, I've got the Parrot located on this one. Parrot Drone is great for easy battle points, quick and easy, and also it can really help out the team if you use it wisely and watch bases that you're in that your friendlies have captured. You can alert them to enemies coming in to try to take it, or if you see your teammates are about to go try to take a base, you can go in there first and mark all the enemies so they can clear out the area quick and easy. The next setup I've got is mainly for a game where I'm playing against people who are doing a lot of camping. They're up on the billboards, they're up in the church steeples, places that are kind of hard to get to. So I'm using the airburst launcher and I'm using the ammo resupply. I've also got Boomerang, which is going to increase my explosive damage. So I can sit up there, I've got 3 shots with the airburst launcher, but if I need more, I can pull out more with the ammo resupply. Or also, I can use the Hellfire missile to take out some of those places that maybe I'm not able to get with the airburst launcher if I keep on getting shot by trying to get there. My sniper, this is going to sound kind of weird, but I kind of like the M16 better than the sniper rifles. I've got an ACOG scope, which is going to let me zoom in. It's not quite the zoom as the sniper rifles, but that's where the thermal goggles come in handy. So I'm using the thermal goggles with this. The M16 is a single shot rifle, so I can, but you can tap it super fast, and if you see somebody, you know, just pull the trigger a quick 2 or 3 times and you will put them down a lot faster for me than it takes to fire off 2 sniper shots. So I am using steady aim and I'm using Grizzle, which is going to give me more XP. And also, because I'm going to be sniping, that means I'm probably going to be away from the action. I'm going to be back towards the back of the base. I'm going to also have the Rhino out. So if the enemy team's pulling out a lot of Parrots, they're pulling out a lot of Choppers, I'm already in the back, which is a great place to pull out the Rhino. Keep that Rhino hidden. Place it around trees and bushes. Make it hard for the Choppers and things to see you. That way you're going to stay alive a lot longer. So don't put the Rhino out in the middle of the action. It'll get destroyed pretty quickly because it's pretty weak. But if you keep it back at the back of the base and you play smart, like wait for the Chopper to turn around where you know they can't see you, then it's going to be hard for them to locate you and take you out. And you can rack up a lot of points by just taking out Parrots and Choppers with the Rhino. My tactical loadout, I have it set up mainly to burn battle points near the end of a game. So I've got Penny Pincher on, which makes everything cheaper. I've also got Grizzles on, which is going to give me more XP. This is how I ranked up so fast, is I played with Grizzled on a lot of my different classes. So and XP gets you ranked up faster, which gives you more abilities down the road. You get certain abilities at certain levels. So that's why I've been playing with extra experience. But with this, you know, a lot of times near the end of the game, you'll have several battle points built up, and you don't have enough really to call out a vehicle or something that's going to be productive enough, because it's going to take you a while to get into the battle, and by the time you get there, the game will already be over. So with this, I can go to this class right here, and I can throw out these bombs. They're cheaper, so I can burn them fast. And I apologize for not turning my phone down, but man, I hate when that happens, and I lost my train of thought. So anyway, also this is a good class if you're defending a base and it's a really close game. You can take down these white phosphorus or cluster bombs and throw down on a base that's about to be taken and defend it and save the win for your team. Cluster bombs are good to use against vehicles. White phosphorus is not going to do anything against vehicles, so keep that in mind. And then my last class is the explosive. Again, I'm using the M4, and this is just if somebody's using a lot of tanks or LAVs or Jeeps. I've got the EMP grenade to EMP the vehicle to slow it down or stop it in its tracks. And I've got the RPG if it's a land vehicle, or if it's an air vehicle that I need something or I can't get a straight line on it, I can pull out this proximity launcher. Again, I've got the boomer class on, which is going to give me added explosives. So just go through here and take a look at all the different abilities and attachments that you have. Play around with it. Get a feeling for, you know, however it is that you like to play. You know, you may have something totally different on here, but any of these other abilities I just don't use because that's not my play style. So I've got my loadouts set up for my different play styles. With the vehicle loadouts, it's pretty straightforward. This one with the Humvee, I like to keep it fast and mobile. So and I've went through all of these vehicle loadouts really in my vehicles video that you can check out, and I go over each one of those and discuss why I've got those particular loadouts on each vehicle. So you can check that out. But this wraps it up for this video. If you want more tips, tricks, hints, head on over to battlestrats.com. Check out our Homefront strategy guide, which goes in depth with just about everything that you can think of that's really important in multiplayer Homefront. Thanks for watching.